Hello and welcome back to day 2 of coordinate geometry and day 5 of maths marathon series 2. Right, so yesterday we discussed the introduction or the theory of coordinate geometry from class 10 mathematics, and we have completed 14 problems from the worksheet, and now we are continuing with the next one. So let's see the 15th one. So here we go with the 15th one. So in the diagram on a lunar eclipse, if the position of sun, earth and moon are shown by -4, 6, k, -2 and 5, -6 respectively, then find the value of k or values of k. Right, here the concept is we have to understand the point from here, lunar eclipse. So any eclipse, it is formed when all the three, that is sun, earth and moon are collinear or along the same straight line. When they come along the same straight line, then the eclipse forms. Right? So here, the point here is that lunar eclipse is formed means on one side you have sun, then afterwards the earth, then afterwards you'll have moon. So all the three are on one line and their locations are given here like this. Then find value of k. In the sense, now we are going to apply the concept of collinearity. What is the concept of collinearity? Right, so when 3 points are along the same straight line, it is something AB plus BC is equal to AC. Right, so we are going to use the same concept here to solve the problem. So now let's solve the 15th problem. So now here let us suppose that here is moon, then comes earth, then sun. Right, so MES. All the three are along a same straight line. So now when it comes to sun, -4, 6, earth k, 2 and of moon 5, -6. 5, -6. You have to maintain the order. Right? He had given the order of sun, earth, moon. Okay, so I took like sun, earth, moon. Okay, now what is the condition for collinearity? Now here in the diagram MES if you take, so then, right, MS is equal to ME plus ES. So this is what if this condition is satisfied, then all the three are collinear. Right, so this is already given they are collinear. Right, so M, E and S are collinear. Therefore MS is equal to ME plus ES. Now let us do the same thing. Now let us find MS. MS is equal to between these 2 points. Right? So that is -4 -5 whole square plus 6 minus of -6 whole square under root. So that is 9 square 81 plus 6 plus 6 12 square 144. So which is equal to 4 plus 1, this is 5, 4 plus 8 12, 225, which of course gives you root of 225 is 15. So we got the value of MS to be equal to 15. Right, let it be equal to 1. Right, now ME, let us find out ME. What is ME? ME between these two it is ME. Okay, so therefore applying the same distance formula here, K -5 whole square plus 2 minus of -6 whole square under root. Right, so now let us simplify this one. K -5 whole square as it is plus 2 minus of -6 is 2 plus 6 is 8 square is 64 under root. Okay, so let this be equation 2. Right, So now the next one ES. Now ES is equal to, right, minus 4 minus k whole square plus 6 minus 2 whole square under root. So therefore now this is taking minus common, you can write it as 4 plus k whole square, no harm in this, plus 6 minus 2 is 4, square is 16 under root. This is equation 3. Right? So as per all these things, right, as per all these like 1, 2, 3, substituting in MS is equal to ME plus ES, you have 15 is equal to, right, square root of k minus 5 whole square plus 64 plus root of 4 plus k whole square plus 16. Okay. Right. So now how to solve this one? Take one root on this side and then do squaring on both sides and solve for it. Now in this process, if options are known, it would be easy for us to solve this one. Okay. But the same problem can be solved without any problem involved with square roots by using triangle, area of triangle problem. So we will use area of triangle and you equate it to 0, then you will be getting, we will be able to solve the problem without these roots. Right? Directly you will get k value. But children, why I dealt this here is because, okay, in this particular case it's okay that here we are left with one root unsolved. But if the problem is given with some options, then you can substitute the option whichever satisfies the equation that you can find, right, k. And also I dealt this method because the area of triangle is not there in the syllabus or for the examination this year. And suppose if such a problem is given, right, so then you can use the distance formula and also solve for like this. Okay, it's only like this is the best method and this is the method which remains unsolved here, like because root is existing here, and depending on the options you can choose the right option which can satisfy for k. Clear? So such problems can be solved without any issue by using area of triangle, but we don't have that in the syllabus, hence I used the concept of distance formula, and this is how you can solve the problem. Clear? Right. So now let's go move on to the next one. Slope of the line passing through the points this and this. Right. So something went wrong and right. Is it clear? Right. So now that is, what is the slope? I am just writing the formula. Remaining part you can do it. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Solve like this is x1 comma y1. This is x2 comma y2. Substitute and find. Okay. Now the next one. Determine x if the slope of the line joining the points is 8 by 3. Now the same thing again. Slope is 8 by 3, which is equal to y2 minus y1, that is 2 minus x by x2 minus x1 is 7 minus 4. That means 8 by 3 is equal to 2 minus x by 7 minus 4 is 3. Right? So 3 will get cancelled now. So 2 minus x is equal to 8, or 2 minus 8 is equal to x, or x is equal to minus 6. So this is how you can solve it. Right. Now A, B are given to you and AB is equal to 5. Distance between them, find the positive value of k. So now what is meant by positive value of k? If at all k is getting two values plus or minus, you have to take only the positive value of it one. Right, so therefore now AB is equal to 5, that is 5 is equal to square root of x2 minus x1, that is k minus 0 whole square is k square, plus 0 minus 3 whole square is 3 square. Squaring on both sides, you will get 25 is equal to k square plus 3 square. So therefore k square is equal to 25 minus 3 square. 3 square is 9, that is equal to 16. K square is equal to 16 implies k is equal to plus or minus 4. Here only positive value you have to take. Therefore, k is equal to plus 4. So this is the answer. That is the meaning of like taking the positive value. That is why I solved it. If not necessary for me to solve this one. Right. Two vertices of a triangle are this and its centroid is given. Find the third vertex of the triangle. So directly I can solve it as 5 by 3. Right, which is equal to, why? Because centroid x comma y is equal to x1 plus y, x2 plus x3 by 3, right? So therefore I am finding the first x coordinate. 5 by 3 is equal to 3 plus minus 2 plus the unknown one is x3 by 3. 3 will get cancelled. So therefore now 3 plus of minus 2 is 3 minus 2 is 1. So 1 plus x3 is equal to 5. Or x3 is equal to 4. So we got the value of x3. Now in a similar manner you can find out y3. y3, use the y coordinate here. Y coordinate 1 by 3 is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3. That is 2 plus 1 plus y3 divided by 3. 3 will get cancelled. So therefore now 2 plus 1, 3 plus y3 is equal to 3 plus y3 is equal to 1, or y3 is equal to 1 minus 3, which is minus 2. So therefore what is the third vertex? Third vertex is equal to x is 4 comma minus 2. This is your answer, 4 comma minus 2. What did I do? I took the centroid formula. X coordinate of centroid is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Y coordinate of the centroid is y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. I equated x coordinate to the formula and y coordinate to the formula, and then I have determined x3 and y3 separately, and then finally my answer is third vertex is equal to 4 comma minus 2. Right, the next one. The points C and D are on the line segment joining A and B such that AC is equal to CD is equal to DB. Then find the coordinates of C comma D. First understand the problem. Right, let's do it here. Alright, so now problem number 20. So here, if you understand the problem, you can imagine that A and B are the points like this. There are 2 points C comma D, such that here AC is equal to CD is equal to DB. That means what is that? A line segment is divided by 2 points into 3 equal values, into 3 equal sizes. Right? So therefore equal parts into 3 equal parts. That means points of trisection. C and D are points of trisection. Whenever it comes to points of trisection, that means the first point divides the line with 1:2 ratio, and the second point divides the line in 2:1 ratio. Is it not? So applying the same thing, it is 1:2 ratio for C, and for D it is 2:1 ratio, right? And the points given are A of -4 comma 7 and B is 5 comma 13. So as usual, write the thing. Let C divide AB in 1:2 ratio. Therefore point C of x comma y is equal to, right? So m2x1, right? 2 of -4 plus m1x2, m1x2, 1 of 5 divided by m1 plus m2, that is 3, comma, now m2y1, that is 7 into 2, right? Plus m1y2, that is 13 divided by 3, right? So therefore that is -8 plus 5 divided by 3, comma 14 plus 13 divided by 3. So therefore you got the point to be -8 plus 5 is -3 by 3 is -1. Now 14 plus 13 is 27. 27 by 3 is 9. So -1 comma 9 is C. Point C is -1 comma 9. And similarly, doing it directly, D of x comma y is equal to the other point, which divides it in the ratio 2:1 ratio. D divides it in 2:1 ratio. So therefore you will be getting it here as 1 is your M2, right? 1 into minus 4 plus 2 into 5 divided by 3, comma 1 into 7 plus 2 into 13 divided by 3, and simplifying you will get D value. Okay, so don't stop it here, children. So do simplify and find D value, right? So pause the video in between whenever you want to make a note. Now the next problem. Sum of the distances from A 3, 4 to x-axis and from B 5, 7 to y-axis is, right? So I'll do it here only. Let's take the plane here. One is 3, 4 point and the other is 5, 7 point somewhere here, right? Okay. So now this is 3, 5, this 4, this is 5, 7. Right. What is that? From A you have to take the distance to x-axis. Distance to x-axis from A. That means it is y of the first point, that is 4. Right. And the other one, and from B 5, 7 to y-axis. 5, 7 to y-axis. This is the distance to y-axis, right? This distance is 5, right? That means y1 plus x2. y1, see, suppose it is x1, y1, x2, y2. This is y1 plus x2. That is 5 plus 4, which is 9. So 5 plus 4 is equal to 9 is the answer. So D is the right option. Always remember distance from x-axis in the sense y coordinate of that particular point. Distance from y-axis means x coordinate of that particular point. So now next one, x, y, 2, 0, 3, 2 and 1, 2 are the vertices of a parallelogram, then x, y is equal to. So if you take it in order, right? So now x, y you have to determine in such a manner that the distance between x, y, that is A, B, then C, D. That means here if you take the parallelogram like this, A, B, C, D. So A is x, y, B is 2, 0, the C is 3, 2 and the other one is 1, 2. So if it is a problem, you will solve it. You will solve it finding AB. Right, then again you will find CD, right, and then again you equate these two, right, you will get one equation with the two variables, and again you will find AD and you will find BC, you equate these two, again another equation with the two variables you will get, and then you have to solve and then find X and Y, solving two equations. If that is 4-mark question, like how you will be solving linear equations in two variables, like that you have to solve. But here it is options, like options are given here. So let us not waste our time. Let us see for which particular point you will get that value as that of DC. So what is DC? 3 minus 1 whole square, that is 2 square is 4. So I will write it here, 3 minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 2 is 0. So 3 minus 1 is 2 square, under root is 2. So the here what is DC value? 2. So for which particular value of x, y you will get the value to be 2 only, right? So therefore now see, look at here. So 0, 0 if I take, so 2 minus 0 is 2 square, 0 minus 0 is 0. So then this is possible. This is the answer. This is the answer. If you get a doubt, then verify with the other one whether this method is right or not. Second one, 4 minus 2 is 2 square under root plus 8 minus 0 is 8 square. 2 square plus 8 square, it can never be 2. In a similar manner, you check also with the other one. So children, remember one thing. There are number of methods of solving any problem. And the solution, the method of the solution that what we follow also depends on the marks allotted to it and time allotted to the problem, right? So this one here, it is given as an optional question. That means as a question with multiple choice. then you are not supposed to waste your time by solving AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC and then finding the two equations and solving for two variables. It's really foolishness to waste time. So therefore the best method is select that particular option which will suit this condition that DC is equal to AB. Perfect? Clear? Right. Next one, the graph represented by y is equal to x, y is equal to mx, m is 1, right? That is slope is 1. So this is the graph with a positive slope. Okay. Next one, the distance between the points a cos theta, comma 0, 0, comma a sin theta is very, very easy. A cos theta minus 0 is a square cos square theta under whole square is, right, plus 0 minus a square sin square theta. Now this will become, right, under root. So distance is equal to like x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1 whole square. So it is 0 a square cos square theta. Now taking a square common, you will get sin square theta plus cos square theta. For convenience I am writing it like this, under root. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. From trigonometry ratios you have this one. So a square into 1 is equal to a square. A square under root and square will get cancelled. So the distance is equal to a. So option A is the right one. Now find the perpendicular distance of a of 5, 12 from y-axis. Always distance from y-axis means x value. Distance from y-axis means x value. Right. Now for which value of y, a of 4, minus 1 and so on, and will become vertices of a parallelogram ABCD. Right. Here again you have to find out y value. Right. So now let's do the 26th problem here. 26th one. You have a parallelogram. Let me take the parallelogram like this. A of 4, minus 1, B of 5, 3, C of 2, y, and D of 1, 1. So this is how the parallelogram is. And now we need to find out y value. We need to find out y value. So you can equate this distance to this distance, or you can equate this distance to this distance, because only single variable, single equation is enough. No need to do both. Right? If x is also a variable, then you have to solve both the equations for two variables. So let us take AB is equal to CD. Right? So now AB is equal to CD since opposite sides are equal. Okay. So therefore now you equate AB. So that is 5 minus 4 whole square plus 3 minus of minus 1 whole square under root is equal to, use this one now, 2 minus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square under root. Right? So now 5 minus 4 is 1, 1 square is 1, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 square is 16 under root. So which is equal to 2 minus 1 whole square is 1 plus y minus 1 whole square under root as it is. Now you have both sides root. So easy to solve now. That is squaring on both sides. Here under the root you have 17. Therefore you will get 17 is equal to 1 plus y minus 1 whole square. Right? So you are going to get a quadratic equation now here. So 17 is equal to 1 plus a minus b whole square formula, that is y square plus 1 minus 2y. Right? So therefore now rewriting this equation, you will get it as y square 1 plus 1 is plus 2 minus 2y. Right? Minus 17 is equal to 0, or y square minus 2y, right, minus 15 is equal to 0. Right, y square minus 2y minus 15 is equal to 0. You can solve this equation by using quadratic formula. Right, so therefore y is equal to minus b plus r minus, right, what is the formula? Minus b plus r minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Already we did quadratic equations. So therefore now y, the root for this equation is minus b is minus of minus 2 is 2 plus r minus b square is 4, right? Minus 4 AC, minus 4 into 15, that is 60, minus of minus plus divided by 2a is 2, right? So that is equal to 2 plus r minus square root of 64 by 2. R is equal to 2 plus r minus 8 by 2. So you have two values for y. Let us write it as y1 is equal to 2 plus 8 by 2 and y2 is equal to 2 minus 8 by 2. So therefore this is equal to 10 by 2 is 5 and this is equal to 2 minus 8 is minus 6 by 2 is minus 3. So y can take any value, either 5 or minus 3. Y can take any value, either 5 or minus 3. Clear? So this is how you have to solve. Just before also we have seen a problem where x comma y both are given to be variables. Then I said there you have to use the option, like which option suits the value, right? And here though no option is given to us, therefore we have to follow the traditional method of solving the complete equation. Clear, children? So pause the video and note it down. Right, next let's see the next one. Find the, for this is done. Right, find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2 comma minus 5 and minus 2 comma 9. So the point is on x-axis. X-axis means y coordinate is already 0. Right? So you have to find the x coordinate, that's all, it will be okay. Right? So therefore let us imagine the point to be x comma 0. And now what is the condition? This point x comma 0 is equidistant from both 2 comma minus 5 and minus 2 comma 9, both. Right? So let me write it like in steps. So 27th one. As the point lies on x-axis, let it be some c of x comma 0. Right? Now c of x comma 0 is here. Now you have a and b. A is given to be 2 comma minus 5 and b is given to be minus 2 comma 9. So now here condition, what is given? Given AC is equal to AB. Right? Now we have to find out x. Right? Now let us find AC. AC is equal to, right, 2 minus x whole square plus minus 5 minus 0 whole square is anyhow minus 5 whole square, which is 2 minus x whole square plus 25 under root is AC, equation 1. Right? Now find out BC. Now BC is equal to, AC is equal to BC, equidistant from this point. Right, so BC is equal to minus 2 minus x whole square plus 9 minus 0 whole square is 9 square. So that is equal to, I can take it minus common here, no harm because it is inside the square. 2 plus x whole square plus 9 square is 81 under root, this is 2. Right, now from the given condition 1 is equal to 2, right? So therefore root of 2 minus x whole square plus 25 is equal to 2 plus x whole square plus 81 as the previous problem. Now squaring on both sides. Why are we squaring on both sides? In order to eliminate the root. Right, so you will get 2 minus x whole square plus 25 is equal to 2 plus x whole square plus 81. So expanding this on a minus b whole square form, 4 plus x square minus 4x plus 25 is equal to, now this side also the same situation, 4 plus x square, it is plus 4x plus 81. Here is plus x square, so they will get cancelled. 4 will also get cancelled. So now we are left with minus 4x plus 25 plus 4x plus 81. So rearranging the terms, you will get it as 4x plus 81 plus 4x minus 25 is equal to 0. 4x plus 4x is 8x. 81 minus 25. Right, plus that is 11 minus 5 is 6, right, and now 7 minus 2 is 5. So 56 is equal to 0, or 8x is equal to minus 56, which implies x is equal to minus 7. X is equal to minus 7. 8 goes 7 times here. So therefore you got the value of x to be minus 7. What is the concept we applied? Just we took the coordinate points as x comma 0, because here already in the problem it is given that the point is on x axis. So our problem is solved. It is very easy now, right? So with a single equation only you can solve, because only single variable is there. Okay, right. So let's move on to the next one. If the coordinates of vertices of a rectangle are 0, 0, 4, 0, 4, 3, 0, 3, then the length of its diagonal are. So I am not going to do it for you. So just I will give you the hint how you have to do. You know it already. Children who know, who can do it, don't wait for me to teach. You can do by yourself. 0, 0, 4, 0, 4, 3, 0, 3. Like this, the things are. Now the length of the diagonal are, that means AC. Diagonal D1 is equal to AC. Find the distance between A and C. Diagonal D2 is equal to BD. Right? So, find out the distance between these two. Right? Obviously, the two distances must be equal. It is a rectangle. In the case of a rectangle, D1 is equal to D2. Sometimes it is also asked, like, verify whether they are equal or not, right? So that also you have to do. So find D1 is equal to AC and D2 is equal to BD, and prove that D1 is equal to D2, right? The next one, the slope of the line joining 5 comma minus 1 and 0 comma 8 is. Now please substitute in the formula m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 and find by yourself. Line joining the points A, B are given. In which ratio does the point divide AB? So in which point this divides AB? So what is the point? Minus 2 comma minus 3. Right? P of x comma y is equal to, you have the relationship, right? M2y1, right? M2x1, M2x1, x1 is 6, plus M1x2, that is M1 into 9, divided by M1 plus M2, comma, the other one is M2y1. I'm sorry, M2 x1 is okay, M1 x2 is minus 6, M1 x2 is minus 6, right? So now M2 y1, y1 is 9 plus M1 y2 is minus 9 divided by M1 plus M2, right? I leave this to you. So you equate this to this one, this is minus 2. You will get one equation in terms of M1 and M2. Equate this one, the ordinate to the ordinate of this one, that is y coordinate to the y coordinate, and you will get another equation in M1 and 2. You want me to solve? Okay, then I will solve it. So 30th problem. So now you have minus 2 comma minus 3 is equal to 6m2 minus 6m1 by m1 plus m2, by substituting in the formula 9m2 minus 9m1 divided by m1 plus m2, right? So now this has to be equated to this. Therefore now 6m2 minus 6m1, right, is equal to cross multiplication directly. So r by m1 plus m2 is equal to, for this one I will write all the steps and the next one you can do it. Right, now 6m2 minus 6m1 is equal to minus 2m1, right, minus 2m2 by cross multiplication. So now bringing all the terms here, only ratio they are asking. So bring all the terms here. 6m2, 6m1. So now I'll make it as minus 6m1. Bring this one here. Plus 2m1 is equal to minus 2m2. Take this one here. Minus 6m2. So we need to find only m1 is to m2. We need to find only m1 is to m2. That means if we know the value of m1 by m2, it is done. Already we did this kind of problem yesterday also. Right? So now minus 6m1 plus 2m1 is minus 4m1, which is equal to minus 8m2. Right? Minus minus will get cancelled. 4 goes 2 times. So therefore m1 is equal to 2m2, or m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 1. So therefore m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 1. Okay children? Perfect. So the next problem is also of the same kind, in which ratio the point 2 comma 3 divide the line joining the points. Right? The same problem is here. You can solve by yourself. Let's move on to the next one. Name the type of the quadrilateral formed by the points joining the points A, B, C and D on graph paper. Justify your answer. Okay, let us see with a rough graph. Right? So 32 problem. So let me draw, right? So my limits could be like here the highest values are like only 1, 2, 3, 3 till 1, 2, 3. So on all the sides I'll take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Right. Now here this is plus x, plus y, minus x, minus y. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is also minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, clear. So now we got the rough graph here. And now we have a minus 1 comma minus 2. A minus 1 comma minus 2. Minus 1 x coordinate. Y coordinate is minus 2. So here is A. A is minus 1 comma minus 2 point. Now B is 1 comma 0 point. B is 1 comma 0 point. This is B. Right? Because y coordinate is 0. It is 1 comma 0 point. Right? Now C is minus 1 comma 2. Minus 1 comma 2. Minus 1 comma 2. This is how it is. In the second quadrant. Minus 1 comma 2. This is C. C, D. Now you have got it to be B here. Right? Now this is C. Right. Now let us see D. D is minus 3 comma 0. This is minus 3 comma 0. This is D. Minus 3 comma 0. So now join these points. So what is this one? Yes, it is, I think it's trapezium. Right? And we need to know the slope of this. If is equal to slope of this, then the two sides are parallel. Okay, so let's see the slope, because he is also asking us to justify our answer. If I didn't do any mistake here, this is the shape of the diagram. Right? So now slope of AB. Slope of AB is equal to y2 minus y1 is 0 minus of minus 2 is 2 by x2 minus x1. 1 minus of minus 1 is 2, which is equal to 1. Slope of AB is 1. Now let us find out slope of DC. Right? So that is minus 1 minus of minus plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3 is 2. that is, I'm sorry, 2 minus 0 is 2, divided by minus 1 plus 3 is plus 2, which is equal to 1. So slopes are equal. That means this particular line is parallel to this. So what is the statement that you need to write? Slope of AB is equal to slope of DC is equal to 1. Therefore, the given quadrilateral is a trapezium. Because in trapezium you don't have any side to be equal to the other side. The only condition is that any two opposite sides will be parallel to each other. So that condition is satisfied. Very, very important question, children. So please go through this one and don't neglect this kind of problems. The next problem. A line makes 45 degrees with x-axis, then its slope is. Already I said the slope, also said as gradient, right? So that is equal to tan theta also, which is given as like tan 45. Theta is equal to 45, therefore tan 45, which is equal to 1. So the slope is 1. Now find the centroid of the triangle whose vertices are respectively. So what is the formula of centroid? I am writing, that's all. x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Please substitute and find by yourself. y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Now Sohan said that the points this and this and this cannot be the vertices of triangle. Are you supportive? Give reason. See, when such a problem is given, there are two ways. Like when you substitute directly in the area of the triangle formula, if it is not 0, you can directly say that yes, this forms a triangle, right? And if it is 0, it does not form a triangle. But we don't have area of the triangle concept, so therefore check with this, like AB plus BC is equal to AC. If AB plus BC is equal to AC, then cannot form a triangle. Because they are collinear. Now, if not, then they can form a triangle. That's all, right? Use the collinearity principle and then do this one. Yeah, students, this is the beginning of the slideshow of the worksheet. The sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, and in sheet 5, please remember 36th problem. Find the area of the parallelogram. So area of parallelogram, that is not there for this year. So that part, don't try for that one. That part you can strike off, and the remaining part of the problem we can do that one, right? And anyhow, in tomorrow's class we will continue from 36th problem, right? At that time I will show you how to solve the problem. Those who can do that one, like using the midpoint concept, you can do that one, right? Next sheet. So altogether 52 problems are there, and this is the end of the slideshow. So please take the screenshots and take the printout and try to practice all the problems. See you again.